Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Welcome to our weekly live. I am super happy to be with you today. And tell me, how are you all doing? If you are watching live, say hi and where are you from? And if you're watching replay, just hashtag replay. Hi everyone. Today is a topic that I think is interesting for many of you. And I get asked a lot about it. And I talked before about it, but today we're going to approach it in a different way, and it's about toxic relationships. And the term toxic, actually, according to Merriam-Webster, it means like poisonous, anything that can lead to death. And this is the description for, or like a serious illness that will eventually lead to death. So this is the expression toxic. So does it apply to relationships? Sometimes, yes, it does. If the relationship is inside the relationship, you feel depleted, you feel like you're losing yourself, you feel like you're not safe, and like you're being criticized a lot. If this is like a condition you have inside the relationship, then you can label it, yes, as toxic. Toxic to you, meaning it's toxic to your mental health, it's toxic to your well-being. Because disease, the word disease means this is a mind not at ease. So if you are not at ease, then the body starts to disintegrate and it starts to create illness mentally and physically. Just like to put the grounds for what the word toxic means, because lots of people just label it and are not sure what it means. And I always say relationship is 50-50%, like, and you are 100% responsible for your uh, 50%. Like, I mean, like, for your 50% share, you are 100% responsible for that. But I understand that there are some situations which are really kind of really hard, and I totally get it. So I want to tell you today, like, how does this start, and how can you protect yourself if you are in a toxic relationship or with somebody who just like depletes the energy out of you. Okay, because your mental healthness is everything. If you are not here feeling good, and this is not okay, and it's in chaos, then the results will be reflected in your life, at your career, in your finances, with your loved ones. Like, you will be bursting like at others who did not do anything to you. Like, it's basic. So let's start with how this starts. So imagine with me that you do have a magical kitchen. And by a magical kitchen, I mean that whatever you wish for, you just like find it like this, wherever, from any country, Italian, Spanish, Mexican, just like whatever you think of, just like the kitchen will have it for you ready. And you have it in abundance. In abundance means in large quantities. Okay. So this magical kitchen is fantastic. I'm sure if I have ladies watching now, they all would love to have this magical kitchen. So, and then one day, so you always have the food that you love or you just wish for, you find it in your kitchen. And you don't do it even, just it's ready, it just comes at the thought of it. Okay. Then one day, somebody knocks at your door and he says, like, I'm the pizza guy. Hello there. I have a very nice pizza that tastes delicious, and I'm gonna give you pizza every single day, but you have to do what I ask you to do. Then I want to ask you now, like, what would you say if you have such an offer from the pizza guy and you have this magical kitchen? And even the magical kitchen, you can even like think about the pizza and get it as well. Would you say yes or would you say no? Like a big no, right? Okay, why? Because you have abundance of food, you have the magical kitchen, and you even may tell him, like, okay, I do have a magical kitchen and I can have any kind of food that I love. So why would I do that to myself? You know what? I can even invite you to my magical kitchen and you can eat as much as you want, and I don't want anything in return. Okay, so this is exactly, guys, I'm just like, this is to connect what is a toxic relationship. I want you to connect the magical kitchen to your heart. So we are born with loss of self-love, we are born with abundance of love, and there is abundance of it. Like, imagine this kitchen is your heart, and instead of food, we're talking about love. Okay, so if you are full for yourself first, because you cannot love others if you do not love yourself, honestly. And loving yourself means like you're being nice to yourself, you talk nicely to yourself. Your inner talk is like always cheer, like you have a built-in cheerleader. If you do a mistake, you laugh at yourself. Like this is what it means, like full of self-love. And then you radiate it, honestly, radiate it to others, and you do not do an effort to love someone. Like it's like you have abundance of it, you're overflowing with it. Okay, so if you are full of your self-love, okay, and you really really like, well, temper it and nourish it, and always do what's good for her, then, or him, then what if somebody comes and say like, okay, I will I love you, but like I will love you, but like you have to do exactly what I tell you to do, and I am in charge of your life. If you have this abundance of love, or the food like the magical kitchen, you would definitely say no, thank you. But if you have poverty in your heart, and many people are blocked heart wise, it means they cannot feel self love. Because you know why? Because at an earlier age, they were loving someone like an authority figure for them, like mom, dad, coach, teacher, whatever. And they kind of like they did not get it. They got maybe blocked. They were not welcomed. They were not like, like we'll talk later. You know what? So they kind of shut their heart in order to protect themselves. Lots of people have this issue, by the way. Okay. And when this is blocked, you cannot feel it for you or for others or for life. You feel like you are disconnected, you're in a glass house. Okay. So if you have this shut down and somebody comes and tells you, well, I will give you the food, but you do as I say, you would definitely say yes, I would love that. And you would be happy and content that somebody is providing you for the food that you need. Okay. And after a while you get used to this pizza, and then you will start developing the idea of, oh, I'm scared now to lose it. What if he gives the pizza tomorrow to someone else? What if she gives it to someone else? What if I don't have more of it? What can I do in order to get it every day? So exactly this happens when there is a control issue in relationships. And when you fight over the kids or over who's gonna do that or that, it's not about these things, honestly. It's about control. When we don't have love, we start to manipulate others and have using control. So imagine then, like, okay, so how can you protect yourself? Because honestly, if you are very starving, you would accept it. So your self-love, or filling yourself and doing what honors you, is vital for your mental wellness. And you are not subject or victim for others who has this control issue. Imagine again, like, okay, when we were kids, we were going to play together because we want to have fun. And if we don't, like, if we get bored of the game, we change the game or change the rules, right? But we do not go to play together and saying like, you know what, I'm gonna control you, you know what, I'm gonna be possessive and I'm jealous. Like, this is no fun. We as human creatures, we tend to run away from pain, and we seek happiness, or we seek ease, or we seek pleasure. So if I'm in a relationship, and jealousy is very toxic because it's possessiveness. I will give you the pizza, but you do what I ask, what I tell you to do. You wear what I tell you to wear. You talk to whom I tell you to wear. This is not love at all. This is not love at all. And yes, this is very toxic environment. So, what you can do to protect yourself? Well, first of all, there are relationships that we can, like, easily we can dissociate from them, like minimize contact. Number one, minimize contact. If you can, minimize contact. If you live together, like, minimize contact. If they are family members, minimize contact. Okay, as much as you can, just to protect your mental wellness until you build the strong stamina to handle any toxic environment. Like, you are stronger than it, but still it's not healthy to exist there for a long time. Okay, mentally, for you, in order for your own sanity. Make sense? Yes. Okay, so this is one, like, you minimize it. If they are kind of friends or whatever, you can, like, easily, like, say like, this is not for me any longer. And how do you know if they are toxic? If you feel depleted when you join them, if you feel like you want to sleep after you talk to them, you feel like you're so tired, as if you have been running a marathon and you do not have a sip of water. So this is a sign that these people effect on you is toxic. I always say it's our perception, but sometimes in the very first stages, when you're still working on yourself, still learning about yourself, it takes time in order to get stronger and handle these environments. Okay, it does take time. Okay, and it takes experience as well. So you can say, okay, if you have these symptoms, when you, for your friends or wherever the close community you are in, dissociate from them and start like working on yourself, and you will meet people who had the same issues and are working on themselves, and then you will have healthy relationships. So always the law of vacuum. I get rid of what I don't want or whatever I don't like, so I open space for the good to come into my life. If I want to buy a new couch, I have to get rid of the old one in order to have a new one. Okay, I hope this makes sense to you. So as well, I want to tell you guys that we are having next Tuesday 3 free 3-day training, and on the second day it's called Living with Joy for female entrepreneurs, ambitious women. And the second day will be basically on relationships and how to stay calm and how to stay like, because the event itself is called Living with Joy, because lots of people are seeking or pursuing their goals with lots of stress, and there is no point, there is no fun. If you make millions and you're always stressed and worried, there is no fun in that, and you miss on the quality relationship in your life. So if you would love to join us, I will drop in the link. You just need to register and you are there. Like it's totally free. Okay, just I wanted to tell you about it, so whoever would like to join us and learn more about tools and techniques, how to protect themselves inside these kinds of relationships, that would be really really valuable. And they too would be basically on relationships, because it's very important. Okay, we all are in relationships, right? So I understand that. Well, what can you do? Like, first of all, you have to be full of your self-love. You have, why, you may tell me then, okay, why do I get in a relationship? Why do I, well, you get in it, but not out of need. When you were like in this toxic relationship or attracted this toxic person, it was because in the first place you felt that you closed your heart, so you had no love, like it wasn't flowing through you, and then you needed someone else to make you feel good, or someone else to love you. So you were counting on someone else to give you this boost. And most probably like 99% of the situation, when this is how you approach a relationship or you start a relationship, it is always toxic. It ends up toxic. Maybe it starts with euphoric love and fantastic, and then it ends up toxic because it turns to jealousy, it turns to possessiveness, it turns to control. And this is not love at all. Love, as I said, is like when the pizza guy offered you a pizza every single day, and in return you do what he tells you to do, or do as he tells you to do, and you answered no thank you. You know what, you can come to my magical kitchen and you can have abundance of food, and I'm not going to charge you for that, and you can share and get your friends as well. This is how it is. So if you like, you see, guys, so I want you really to think deep about it. I loved so much this story. And I was working with one of my beloved clients, and we read this together. And she had lots of aha moments when we were reading it. And the thing is that, like, it's not, again, I'm not inviting you to point fingers and to say he's toxic, she's toxic, whatever, but this is how it starts. And people do it subconsciously. They are not aware, guys. Like, no right-minded human being, no, well, like, will be wanting to hurt someone else. But this is how they were raised up. This is how they see others. This is how they understand what love is. Jealousy is not love, not at all. Nope, nope, it's not. Okay. And control is not love at all. Even if you're doing it not necessarily in intimate relationships, I'm talking as well about your kids. I'm talking as well about, like, if you are a manager or a boss and you want to control the results and you are forcing a lot on your employees. Well, Well, that's not loving them. You mean tell me like this is work, you have to work. Well, you're working with people. Well, work people who do the work are people, right? And we are all the same. So if you do not know how to be like a leader instead of being a boss, then definitely the employees are not going to stay with you. If they don't feel appreciated, people most probably feel like the statistics show that people leave and quit jobs because they don't feel heard, they don't feel appreciated. They are not valued. It's not about the money, honestly. It's not about whatever. Like, this is one of the things. So I want you to think deep and connect the magical kitchen to your heart and your relationships, the quality of relationship you have. And ask yourself, am I this person who's controlling others, or I'm really loving everyone around me unconditionally? But I am telling you, you cannot do it without filling you first with love. You are the one who is responsible for your happiness. And when you think that others will make you or put your happiness keys in their pockets, this is being really selfish because you want them to make you feel good. You want them to act in a certain way so that you feel good. Okay, so it's always about starting with you. But if you are in an environment which is labeled as toxic, yes, it can cause you mental and physical wellness, and you have to seek help. Okay, if you are in danger, like abusive, like there is like whatever violence, yes, there are certain places you can go to as well. But I am talking now how they start and what can you do as a start to protect yourself. Okay, so dissociate, minimize contact, and seek help if you need to. Okay, so I would love to see more of you, and we are meeting on Tuesday for our live training. 3 days, full days of live training. Day two will be on relationships, and day one will be on your relationship with money and how to multiply your income without stress. And day three will be about how to hack uncertainty and self doubt when you are about to make decisions. It will be full of value. If you want, just press the link on Instagram. The link is in the bio, so you can just like register, and it's totally free. Okay, thank you so much, all of you who were able to tune in live with me on Instagram, on Facebook, Get Empowered with Rasha Ilhami, and on LinkedIn and on YouTube. I am super grateful to have you all, and have an awesome rest of the day, and stay safe, and lots of love. And send us your questions. Your questions inspire us to make videos and to go live and answer whatever you really want to learn more about. With lots of love, have an awesome rest of the day. Bye bye.